water. First goes in the corn. In goes the malted barley. So once this process is done in the mash cooker, we will pump it to either one of our 3 2,500-gallon tanks or to our 5,000-gallon tanks over here. That would take 2 runs of the mash cooker to fill it. If you want to gather around here, this is our fermentation tank, and here we have a young bourbon. It is coming to the end of its cycle here. You can see we've lost some to evaporation. So why don't we head to fermentation tank number 2? It'll be a little bit more vigorous. This one's been going for about 3 days since we added the yeast. The yeast are taking those sugars that we pulled out in the mash cooker and they're turning them into alcohol. That's what we're hoping for here. Byproduct of this reaction is you get a little bit of carbon dioxide. That's what the bubbling is. We're not heating this. We're not mixing this. It is just carbon dioxide coming out. There's also a little bit of heat generated. You can't really feel it that much just because of the metal tanks. They absorb a lot of it. Little bit. It's pretty subtle. If you want, you feel free to stick your finger in there, get a little taste. You don't need to worry about bacterial contamination. We will be heating it. In fact, the natural yeasts on your skin may actually help us a little bit. Okay. So you'll have to come back in 3 to 5 years and taste your contribution to Hard Truth. So the yeast will do their thing for anywhere from 3 to 5 days, at which point this will be at about 10% alcohol. We call that distiller's beer. Not necessarily the beer you would want to drink, but we need it to make our whiskey. This, I should also mention, is called open air fermentation. So if you were to repeat this process over in Illinois, over in Ohio, it would likely taste a little bit different, just because the bacterial environment that's in the air is a little bit different over there. As I said, this one I believe has been coming on 3 days. This is our newest batch. You can see it is much more vigorous. You can see some of the fats and some of the oils coming out of the corn, since this is a bourbon. Again, if you want to taste it, this one should be even sweeter. They do get more sour as time goes on. That is just the sugars being converted to alcohol. It's not bad, a little bit oatmeal-y, fairly sweet. You can taste this kind of starting to get a little bitter.